All right, let's see if we can wrap this up in just one more video. It looks like we're getting there. This looks a little messy still. Let me check something real quick. There's so much more space on here. I'm just going to come in and grab that. And now paste this over. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how well that fits. All right, I'm just gonna hit up with eraser, maybe 68% hardness and full opacity. These numbers that I'm getting out, you'll just get used to what you like, and you'll start using those kinds of things. For me, I'm just picking stuff I'm comfortable with. There we go. Oops, too far. There we go. Oh yeah. That looks a lot better. Oh, that looks a lot better. All right. So before, after, much more palatable. Anywhere else? Again, we might want to squish a small brick over that. Let's take a look. Maybe one of these, actually. This is not used anywhere in the image, so this will be a brand new brick, and it won't look like some kind of repeating stolen brick. Come in with the lasso tool, subtract off some of this excess stuff that's coming in from above. Really don't want that to deal with. And because I don't expect you guys to use or have a Cintiq, if you have one, it goes way faster and it's way easier. I am doing all of this with a mouse. Go. Let's try and kind of drop that in. Looks a little out of place. I'm going to hit it with a level and just lighten it up a little bit. Okay, there we have it. So we've got that guy. This here needs to be fixed up. I need a corner piece really to go over that. That's fine. Let's go ahead and merge some of these together. There we go. I'll erase a little bit more there. Right here. There we go. All right. Okay. Merge that in. See where we are. It's a little, that line's a little too hard. Let me come in. Just kind of ease that back out. Oops. Okay. Right, merge those guys down. Just because I know I'm done with it. Oh. Look, I could just erase that because it's not working very well. And whoops, and instead come and get a new tip for this part because this just wasn't working for me. Okay, come over here and let's see, where were we again? All right, so kind of matching up this sort of lighting. Yeah, actually that might work really well. Let's see. Marquee tool. Lasso tool. Hold down Shift to add, Alt to subtract from the lasso tool. Okay. There we go. Alt to subtract that a little bit more. Control C, Control V, Control T. So that was Control C to copy, Control V to paste, Control T to transform. Okay, that's better, but we can see this dark area right in here needs to be cleaned up, and that's just going to be some blank area, which we have more to work with in here because it's a larger size, it's a higher resolution. So grabbing a small area here results in a very big blob of stuff here, which means we can work with it better. Oops. V for move. E for erase. Actually don't want to erase that. There we go. I do want to erase a little bit in here. All right. Zoom tool. That's working, but I would like it to stretch out further. All right, so we merge those two down. I would like it to stretch out further, and I think I can do that as easily as just dragging this over, because look at that, it's just another chunk. All right, and I want to easily reverse this, so I'm going to use a mask real quick by pressing the mask button on the layer menu. Take a standard brush, not our beautiful snail brush. Oops. And break this down. All right, what's in here? I just want to bring this back and forth real quick. So I've actually moved it too far forward, I would say. More like that. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay. Let's merge this down. Include it in part of the whole fix. There's a weird shadow happening here. So again, I'm going to come back to the original larger image. Just grab a chunk and erase away just to cover up that bizarre shadow that was happening. All right. Yeah, that's better. Still a little bit that needs to be moved over. There we go. Yeah. All right. Merge that down. Okay. Need to clean this up. That's for sure. About that. That looks a little wonky. This still bothers me. I think what I'll do is the same trick that I did over here. I'll cover all this stuff up and then put in smaller bricks or move some bricks around to increase or decrease the size. This needs to be cleaned up. I'm going to come back over to our original image again. Since we can, you can't always do this. Sometimes you just have to sit there with stamp tools forever, which is aggravating. All right, but sometimes a necessity. Looks like you are an excellent candidate. And Alt key to subtract. All right. Control C. All right, Control V. It needs to go over there. All right. Any better? Not worse. Let's go and clean in a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And what I really need is for this part to come down. There we go. This part to come down here. And I need to cover that. Same trick as before. Come in with the lasso tool. Just select an area of dirt that should look good in it. And Control C, Control V, E. You could also use the stamp tool between pieces. That would work too. Actually don't like that very much. I'm going to Control T to shrink that down. Down, down, down. That's better. To erase a little bit away. Much better. All right. 10% maybe. Nope, just leave that. Okay, good. Let's bring this corner back in with an eraser. There we go. Let me come in here. Control C, Control V. It's looking pretty good. Except now I've lost this top corner. The bottom corner looks great. That part looks done. This top bit looks a little messy. So I'm going to come in and steal a top bit off of another rock, maybe one with a bit more definition. Control T. Oops. Eraser. 100%. Eraser 10%. And we'll just blend that together a little bit better. Now that line looks too hard. Let's go ahead and do an eraser, full hardness, not 20%, but 100%. There we go. There we go. All right, save. Okay, that's looking better. We need to do this bit right here, that part, but I'm going to tackle that separately by scrolling everything down again. Yeah, I think I will, one more time, harvest out some more rock from over here. Yeah, that needs to be applied. You know, I don't like that one big dark spot. Real quick. Come in. Oh, whoa! There we go. And there we go. Merge that in with the rest of them. Okay. It's weird. What is this? All right. There. Okay. All right. Let me come in and... don't like that. Again, this is another case where it'd be good just to use an eraser since I have a new piece brought in. I'll just knock this down to 20%. Blend it together that way. Old school. All right. This corner is bothering me. Let's go ahead and get a better corner. Preferably an area we haven't been in before. Oh, like that. That might work. Control C, Control V, Control T, Enter. All right, erase away any excess. We'll excess over in that area, and then I don't want that point. And now bring it down 20%. I'll just blend it together real quick like that with just the eraser. Can I get rid of that a little bit? All right, how's it look? Better, but let's do this. Opacity. Now we gotta leave it level. Here we go. Okay. Eraser again. Just get that corner that's looking a little phony. All right. Before, after. Some spot healing might take care of that pretty well. Erase back that. There we go. I'm thinking some healing. All right. I still like it better a little darker. Let me hit it up with an eraser tool a couple more times to darken that back in. All right. And eraser tool with the higher hardness. Get that corner back in. All right. Okay, let's merge that down. Now let's come in with our spot healing brush. Sorry, our spot healing brush. Boom, clean that up, and that up. Don't like that either. Okay, it looks better. And there. Okay. I still want something a little bit harder and darker. But maybe we'll have to deal with that in a minute. Okay, shall we bring this down and see what's going on up top? Now this is where it gets tricky. Right now we have two layers, the original and we have the patch. But what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do an offset with filter other offset. And I just want to do vertical for now. And I'm just going to bring this down a bit. This will be 133. Tell it okay. Now I want those same settings, and guess what? Because I need to do the transformation up here, I have those settings. If I go to to filter offset instead of other offset, it will repeat the exact same settings. Cool. So what this has done for me is bring forefront this area that I need to take care of. I'm not liking how that rock looks, so we'll need to patch that up. And this area needs to be cleaned up as well. In fact, this area might be easy enough to clean up. I'll make a new layer altogether and come in with the healing brush tool. And then I will just kind of paint in some, a fix. All right, wow, dang light colors right there. All right, I do want a harder corner though, so I'm going to take the normal stamp tool. Which is just stored under stamp. I'm going to bring up our options and flip the horizontal and the vertical. Click. And erase a little bit back. There we go. All right. Looks a bit better. There we go. Okay, and I want now something right in here to kind of fill in that patch. I vaguely remember, yeah. Something like this. Okay, and eraser. And make it nice and soft. Oh, so bring that opacity down to maybe 8%. I like that a lot better. Still looks a little funky right in there. Bring that down. Want a higher erase. Don't like that right there. I'm going to fill that in with the stamp tool, standard stamp tool. Alt click. There we go. All right. That looks better. All right. Let's see if I can get away with just flipping the ends while I'm in here. I'll click. And let's also flip it horizontally. Oops. Gotta be a little careful. Like that. So it needs some... What is going on up here? That needs to be fixed. Turn those back on. Just grab this corner. And maybe a piece of... Actually, it looks pretty light up there. That might do it. Okay, we'll leave that alone for now. I'll grab a chunk off of here, I think. That should fix that up. All right, I need to fix this. I think this should be covered up, maybe, and brought in as a new stone. This needs to be fixed for sure. Like something like that. Time for the spot healing brush. Clean up a couple of those weird little glitches. There we go. All right. It's looking better. Much better. All right. This needs to be dealt with. Let's see if we can grab a corner off of some... Oh, like that might work. Yeah, that will probably work quite nicely. Control C, Control V is how I did that. Control D, T, Control T to transform. Oh yeah, that's looking better. All right. Opacity 100%, hardness 100%. Actually, let's make this the new spot there. Okay, that's better. Still need to take care of this, but we cleared some space. So I'm just going to add in some of the spacing, this motor, maybe? Mortar, one of those, whatever this stuff is. Control T. And put that like, whoa. Right over there. Ugh. I don't think that worked particularly well. Let me clear that out. I'm going to do it this way. Make a selection. Drag the selection up and over, and then drop it down. Now I've got the exact same stuff. Control C, the exact same size. Control V. There we go. So I dragged it up to the tab, and that brought the selection over, which can be very useful. Oh, let's see. That needs to be fixed up a bit. We've got a healing brush tool specifically for that kind of problem. Whoa. If it's small enough so it won't blend in weird. Ugh, like that. There we go. Except it's still pointing out the wrong way. So let's try grabbing that and moving it on over. What do you mean it's empty? It's on this layer. Nope, it's on this layer. Control C, V. E. There we go. Control E to merge down one. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Still have a little area right in there. Take care of that next. Control E, merge down a little more. Save. So this area now needs to be patched up. How am I going to do that? I think I'll grab a corner off of something else. Again, I'd prefer something I haven't used before. So this is probably going to be great. Control T. There we go. Oh, look at that. Control E. Much better. It's a little bit of a weird thing going on here. I think I'm going to erase away. There we go. That. This looks smushed away, so I'm going to put in a new edge on that side. And I think, again, something I haven't used before would be good. Maybe right there. Shrink it down a little bit. Erase. So it blends in a little better. 20% erase. Oh, that looks much better. Right. That does leave this question, what to do with that. Oh, we're coming up on another 30 minutes, so let's go ahead and make this a 3-part video. See you in a minute.